For today's cup of coffee with Scream. Rain all day long. Gray. Dark. Ick.
Come, let's watch the rain as it's pouring down.
It was just one of those days. And for some reason, I don't know what it is. Every so often you get these cravings for bad food. And it's
That's true.
Pop-Tarts. Now, we ain't talking the
bread.
Toastums. We're talking the actual Pop-Tarts.
The Toastums?
Yes,
The strudels?
there's all kinds of
I love the strudels.
brand. It's just the cheap, generic Pop-Tart things. Sort of like what Grok has created for us. So the Grok Tarts.
I don't know if those necessarily look like Pop-Tarts. They look like Pop Cakes.
I don't know what it is. But what is it? I'm one of these that usually if your body is needing something, you'll have the cravings of some kind of food cravings. So what is there's no nutrition there.
I haven't thought
None.
about a Pop-Tart in years.
Yeah, it was usually store brand or whatever it was, because Pop-Tarts was another thing that, my God, they've been ridiculously priced for a very long time.
Yeah.
But the store brands ain't a Pop-Tart.
Well,
There's a difference.
Isn't the store in town closing down? The big food store?
We don't
in
know.
town?
We don't know. That's rumors.
I hope that rumor is correct.
Well, it's like it's like this. It's any store, if you are charging more than the people in the area can pay for the products, and they sit there, and some of those things are very much time sensitive.
Dude that owned that store has always done that.
I don't know. I wondered if he died.
I don't know.
I had asked Mom. That was one of the few she didn't know whether or not they were dead.
What? What? That?
She usually can keep up with who all has died. That, or I'll say something about somebody and it's like, oh, well, they died 20 years ago. Really? Okay, well, that shows you how relevant they were to my world.
Well, at least she doesn't go into the gruesome details of how they died.
Well, that's true. Now, your father does that. He
Yeah.
really does. Is the morbid tales. And it's usually something that's quite traumatic.
And then you got secondhand trauma just from listening
Yes.
to it.
You're sitting there going, what?
Second, third hand trauma.
Why would anybody get a random... I haven't had a Pop-Tart in years.
You know?
Literally years.
I wonder if they still make those wild berry Pop-Tarts. The one that had like the blue and purple icing on top.
You just like the colors.
They
didn't
were
care what
really good.
You didn't care what they tasted like. You just wanted the colors.
Well, that too. But like,
And
I
he's
really
a
did like the
sucker
way
for
they
marketing.
tasted. I really did like the way they tasted. It was nice. It was fruity.
Yeah. But it's like...
But the chocolate
it's
ones are the
just-
best.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What? Which ones do you like?
I don't know. Like I said,
What do you
I've
mean
not
you don't
eaten
know?
any of that stuff in so many years. And that was why it was odd that just all of a sudden is this random, I want a Pop-Tart. I did not send Kid out in the rain today to get a Pop-Tart, but it was just odd.
You won't be able to anyway. I can't drive my car right now. I got to replace the back turn signal.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, especially in the rain. Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad.
Mm-hmm.
And so that and the rain, and it's like then looking at people
Or-
having horrible haircuts online. Because what do you do when it's rainy and dark and gray? You go down the rabbit holes. And the Lord Farquaad thing does,
Farquaad.
whatever, does not look good on anybody.
No.
Nobody.
What? Well, the Dame not Dame Edna. What the fuck is her name? Edna Mode
I have
from
no idea.
The Incredibles.
I haven't watched that.
The little midget lady that designed all their costumes.
Oh, I
and
did.
Had the black bob.
Okay. I don't know. Some of these hairstyles, it honestly looks like somebody lost a bet. Uh-huh.
It's horrendous. It is horrendous. It's fine. It's fine. I look like a pencil.
Yeah. But it just I don't understand. I understand that there were some people doing some very strange things in protest, and I'm like, now, again, that's some meth head logic. I'll show you. I'll hurt me.
Yeah, it's like, you'll show me by making a mockery of yourself?
Just sit there and go, yeah. And you know, I have had bad haircuts in the past by mistake. Everybody does that every now and then. You
But
go
when
to
they
just,
do it on purpose. There's a it's completely different when they actually are like, yeah, I want that haircut. And it's like,
yeah.
no. And that's when it's like, no.
Can you do that? Can you sit there and tell somebody, no, I ain't doing that? I am not going to do that to your hair.
If you have not started the service, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can certainly turn them away and be like, no. Or if you actually want to keep that client, you can be like, that would not suit your face. I understand that you like it, but stuff like that, it does not fit everyone.
Right.
So here, let's try some different others. Like, here's some other styles for you to look at, you know?
That's good. That's yeah, I can see that.
And if they insist, you give them to another stylist that is willing to do it.
There are so many apps available these days. It looks like that it's like try it on before you buy it type of app. Only with hair.
No one has made a successful version of that.
You know, and it's like they were always, these people, they would bring in these magazine pictures, make me look like this. Well, no, that ain't gonna happen. One day, somebody that said that they were a beautician, not a magician.
Yes. That has been said by many.
Yeah. But it does. It makes a difference. But
you can paint the log, but it's still going to be a log.
It's like lipstick on a hog.
Yeah.
It is what it is on some of that stuff. But it was just odd. And it's like, why? Why would anybody want to do that? And we were talking, what brought this, the Pop-Tart thing has been there for a couple of days. But one of the guys, there's a gentleman that I listen to that he translates some of these obscure scriptures like Gad the Seer and stuff. And I actually have some of his books. He's quite intelligent, but he has done something very bizarre with his hair. And the past couple of times I have tried to listen to him, some of his teachings have become very bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, is there a correlation there?
Yes, there is very much a correlation. How can you tell that a girl is having a mental breakdown? They suddenly get a new hairstyle, or they dye their hair or something.
Yeah, I've done that. I mean, yeah. Every
I've
time I
never
threaten to cut my bangs, it's just like, no, don't do it.
I've never been the same since I shaved my head. I've never been the same.
And it's just odd. And we've got a lot of people with the odd hairstyles and stuff. And they have some odd thoughts and odd behaviors, so there's got to be some kind of correlation. And maybe they just need a Pop-Tart.
No.
A Pop-Tart ain't
They
gonna
need
fix
therapy.
it.
They need something else. A Pop-Tart can be
A warm
it can
Pop-Tart
help.
and a hot cup of coffee.
Nah, give me a room temperature Pop-Tart. I'm fine with that. It's a Pop-Tart is a Pop-Tart.
They're doughy. They're doughy.
So what? That's the goodness of it. You know, it's got some chew to it. That's nice.
I don't know. It's just
I
something
don't think
strange. Rainy day ponderings is what what happened. It really, because it was just a matter of
Shower thoughts.
sort of. Yeah. Since it's just a shower everywhere, right now. But it was just on and off, sort of dreamlike, and in the napping, and I don't know that I'm quite in this realm. I've always wondered about that.
It feels like I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out all the time.
Mm-hmm. Plus the full moon energy and everything like that. So, yeah, that was it. It was just a very rainy day.
Okay, how far into the Pop-Tart lore does it just become a glorified toaster strudel?
That's a good question. That's a good question. If y'all have a favorite Pop-Tart, if you know why,
You know
what
what?
nutritional deficiencies that somebody would crave a damn Pop-Tart after years. It has. It's been years.
Yeah. You know what? A Pop-Tart really does sound good. Don't be surprised if you send me out with Pop-Tarts, I get a variety of Pop-Tarts and some toaster strudels.
Well,
And we don't even got a toaster.
no, we don't.
We need a toaster again.
We've got a toaster oven.
It's not the same.
Oh, good God.
That's not the same. You pop it in there and then it pops up.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I found there was a Hello Kitty one.
That's not
There's
in this
one-
house. You are not bringing this shit in this house. No.
I found stuff. I found a bunch of toasters that actually can toast various images on bread.
Oh, God.
Depends on the toaster.
I did watch the one video about why consumerism, that you do need some consumerism. It has to be healthy consumerism to keep the world as it is in this moment operating. And I'm like, okay, I can see that.
Because people like things.
They do. But
And
it's
you
like,
can't make everything yourself.
that's, yeah. Yeah. But when you are wanting the things but can't afford the things and going into debt for the things that you don't need, there's a problem.
Yeah, that's bad money management.
Yes, and you've got a lot of people that have bad money management.
If you want something that bad, you put a certain amount of money aside and you keep on saving that up and saving it.
Yes.
And saving it. That's why I have never...
True confession time here.
For nearly 15 years, there's a type of doll that I have been wanting, but it has been out of my reach because it is purely too expensive. They are too expensive because they are art dolls. The ball jointed dolls. I have never got a official or even a fucking recast ball jointed doll. Because those fuckers, at least the ones that are official, cost big money.
Yeah.
Some of them literally over $500 or close to $1,000.
See, I can't, and it depends on what someone considers a treasure. For that amount of money, I keep thinking, okay, we've got this that needs to be home repairs. We need a new weed eater. We need all these different things. It's the Virgo bits.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's practical.
Well, you could always resell them. That's the thing. You can always resell those dolls. That's like the Game Boys, you know. That's why I still have a variety of them. Because they can sell them off if need be.
Yeah, you probably won't, because then you have remorse.
As long as I have one, you know... Two of the ones that are nostalgic, as long as I have those, I'm good at this point. Legit.
You can only play one at a time.
Well, I don't need the same model in various different colors, you know? I just need one that's in a color that I like, and I can sell the rest.
Pisces.
But with
Pisces people.
if I bought a recast BJD, it would at least it would only cost me about like $100 and some, maybe.
Okay.
Or 50, depending on the one. If it's second hand, third hand, fourth hand.
Buy a whole lot of Pop-Tarts with that.
Yeah. Lifetime supply, but they would go stale by the time before we could eat them all.
I mean, because it's
unless
like,
you eat a load of them, a box of them a
eat
day.
A Pop-Tart and then go, okay, I'm good for another 15, 20 years. I mean,
Literally, we never even look at the Pop-Tarts, hardly.
We don't even go down that aisle.
Not usually.
Which is, it's very strange.
Yeah,
It's
we don't usually go down the breakfast foods aisle.
No, because we just don't.
We're not much of breakfast people.
Well, it's all sugar-coated sugar. It's what it is, and it's
No,
like
it's because we got
carbs.
some of us got missing teeth, and so when you eat the cereal, it rubs against the gums, and it's like, ow, you got raw gums.
Oh my god! Oh. Well,
It's the same with the toasted bread. Delicious bread.
Did I hurt
I
you
will
with
suffer for the toasted bread.
Oh my goodness! Well, at least this one was not a downer today, because the previous cup was sort of, it was dark roast. It was a very dark roast.
Yeah.
It was what was on my heart.
Yeah.
But I got it out of my spirit, so it's all good. You want to tell the peoples where we can be found?
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Relentless Cup of Coffee with Scream. Do you look like a pencil?
If you have a Lord Farquhar things, let us know. We'll pray for you.
Do you look like
We'll get
Jimmy
you a
Neutron?
hat fund together.
Does your hair look like Jimmy Neutron? Do you look like an ice cream without the cone?
Or a hat. That's the thing. I love hats.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing I like hats.
Mm-hmm. Find her on X, previously known as Twitter, at Rolanda COCWS.
Yeah. Yeah, I was over there just, like I said, looking at the bad haircuts. Some of them were intentional and some of them were not.
I think I would rather look like a pencil than a serial killer.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated, and Lord willing,
Also,
we'll see you on the next cup. What?
have you noticed that a lot that the famous serial killers out there? Have you noticed they all got the same glasses?
I know a lot of them had those crazy eyes.
It's the glasses.
Well, it was just
Those weird.
Dahmer that had the glasses.
No,
Some of
there's
the
a
other
bunch
ones
of others.
didn't. Son of Sam didn't wear glasses.
No, there's others.
And,
There's others. And someone put Fauci right there. Right there.
I can see that. And I was trying to think of that one dude, and I can't think of his name right now. I watched we'll have to do as far as the serial killers. Why would somebody would do that?
I don't want to do that. We went from Pop-Tart to serial killers.
Yeah, but you did that. You did that. We used to do some of the things like that, and
True crime.
Some of the subjects, and it's people's like bob and weave all the time on what you're talking about. Well, yes,
it's a whole ass community. You will not believe the amount of people that actually like listening to true crime stories.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them.
A steady diet of them.
No, well, I don't know about that, but it's a matter of. It is pattern recognition. We did a video at some point on that.
Yes. We've done multiple.
Yeah, it's like, it really is people trying to learn signs to avoid those things.
Death by Pop-Tart?
I'm sure somebody out there probably has done that.
Someone froze. You know that plastic cheese?
Uh-huh.
In the individual packages. Uh-huh. Someone froze that cheese and then threw it at their wall and it stuck. They had a cheese throwing dart.
Okay. I could see that. There's probably cotta for that somewhere. Anyhow, Lord willing, we will see you on the next cup. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Bye.